Hi, my name is Nicole. I live in Orange, and I'm excited to talk to you today about my experience on keto and how I've worked it into my life. Basically, I started probably in August, September last year, just making the small changes, eliminating the sugar, the bread, the pasta, the rice, all those high carby things that just drag you down at the end of the day. My thing is you don't have to be perfect on it. If you shoot for even 50% of the time is fantastic. Your body will thank you for it. I try to stay around 75 to 80% of what I eat is keto, because as long as you're making conscious, healthy choices and you're in control of the choices that you make, that's what's important at the end of the day. And as long as you're comfortable with your body and what you're doing, that's what's important at the end of the day. Nobody's going to judge you if you slip up and have a piece of bread, or if you decide to have a baked potato with dinner. That's your choice and you own that choice. But you have to understand too that every little slip up might set you back a little bit on your weight loss journey. For me personally, it's a long-term process. It's not like you're going to make those changes overnight, or you're not going to drop 100 pounds overnight, but every day you're making a conscious decision to get towards that goal. As far as exercise, I've taken up yoga, which is great for relieving stress. Okay, so my favorite recipe, it's actually a base recipe. So I'll tell you the base recipe, and then I'll tell you how I modify it. So you take a cup of heavy whipping cream, and you take about 4 ounces of cream cheese, and then you add your sweetener and your vanilla, and you mix it up really well until it's a nice, creamy, thick consistency. That's your base recipe, and I call this cheesecake. From there, you can put it in the freezer, and I use the mini muffin tin to make individual portions, and it comes out like ice cream when you put it in the freezer. Now, you can use stuff like the unsweetened chocolate powder. I've mixed some crushed blueberries and crushed strawberries into it. Sometimes I mix a little bit of almond butter or peanut butter into it, but it is like the best version of ice cream you will ever have. And that's my little favorite recipe and my little treat. As far as more of a meal, the cauliflower mac and cheese is amazing. Again, it's pretty simple, just cheese, cauliflower, heavy whipping cream, cream cheese. Just mix it all together, throw it in the oven. It's amazing. You won't know the difference between regular mac and cheese.
That sounds delicious. Can you send me the recipe?
Absolutely.
Great.
My best success so far is not really, you can't really measure it. It's just more of how you feel, where at the end of the day, because you're not eating the carbs and the sugar and the bread and stuff, like I used to come home from my day at work, because my days get a little crazy sometimes, and like literally be zapped of energy by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now with this, because you're not eating all those things that make you spike and crash, I can get through the whole day, and it's like I'm still going strong at 7 o'clock at night and not feeling dragged down, not feeling like I can't wait to get home because I need to go chill out on the couch. So I think that's my biggest success, is just focusing on how it makes me feel and the energy levels that I'm getting rather than the weight loss. My number one reason, of course, is the weight loss, but at the same time, it's about being healthier on the inside, because I had some blood work where my A1C was a little bit elevated. I've always had elevated blood pressure, and I just kind of made the conscious decision that I wanted to take more control And the weight loss is, obviously a priority, but at the same time, it's not the primary focus. It's more focusing on your internal health and lowering some of those numbers rather than the weight loss. Read every label in the grocery store, because there are things in some of the products that you buy that would horrify you, as far as when you look at a label and the first ingredient is sugar and the second ingredient is high fructose corn syrup, put it back on the shelf. Things that you think are healthy, and unfortunately it's the way products are allowed to be marketed to the public. They claim they're healthy when they're really not, and they claim that it's low fat, low this, but the sugar content is through the roof.
Like to share?
Yeah, his salted caramel mud pie over there looks amazing, but unfortunately it looks amazing and it tastes amazing, but it doesn't make you feel good. And you really have to focus on what's going to make you feel good. And sometimes you can enjoy that through visualization and kind of sensitizing yourself to it without actually eating it, and you can still feel good. Absolutely. I had the Caesar salad with no croutons as the appetizer salad. And then I had the Baja chicken, which was a little disappointing because I was really careful to read the menu. And the menu said chicken, cheese, roasted peppers. When the plate came, it had asparagus, which is totally fine. But it also had a side of rice, which I wasn't expecting, because I would have asked for extra vegetables or something. Also, the chicken, it said grilled chicken on the menu, but it seemed to have like a flour coating on it. Like when they pan fry it, they put like a little bit of a flour coating on it. And when I talk about like read every label and read every menu, it's those kinds of things that sometimes you're going to be thrown some curveballs. And when your plate comes with rice on it, you have to make the conscious decision if you're going to eat it or not. So.
Thank you. Would you come back to Claim Jumper?
Absolutely.
And if anyone wanted to reach out to you, Nicole, how could they do that?
Well, I am a realtor based in Orange County. So my website is NicoleFedorchek.com. That's NicoleFedorchek. Or you can call me, text me, email me anytime, 714-914-5097. I'd love to help you out with any of your real estate needs throughout Orange County and the surrounding area.